Hello, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to the season one finale of the I Feel You podcast, hosted by me, Eddie Wise. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing to our Patreon. Thank you for watching this video and supporting our YouTube and our Patreon. If you're not a Patreon subscriber, if you're not a patron, you got time, and it's so much beautiful content for you there. And if you are a patron, thank you so much. You are really nurturing a community. You're building us stronger every single day, and we can't thank you enough, okay? For this New Year's special, for the 12th episode, the finale of season one, we're actually doing something a little special this year. We took inspiration from a Vanity Fair interview with Billie Eilish, and where they asked her a set of questions, and then they waited a year, asked her the same questions again. So we're actually going to ask the Project Field team. So there's about 13 of us, I think. We're actually going to ask each of them a certain set of questions. And then for the next New Year's special, for the finale for next year, we are going to ask them the same questions again. The only difference being they've aged a year, which we all know how much a year can change you as an individual, as a human. We know what that's like. So it's going to be very exciting to see how our answers change, which is pretty fun. So we decided to do this, and we're very excited to see it come to life. Thank you so much for making this happen. Without your support, this wouldn't be happening right now. None of this that I have around me would exist. So thank you so much again. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of our hearts here at Project Feel. Thank you so much. With that being said, enjoy the finale.
Ow.
What is that?
A peach Minute Maid.
Peach Minute Maid?
Dude, I've only seen like fruit punch, like lemonade, shit like that. All peach, and I was like, whoa. That's different. That's different.
Peach Minute Maid. It sounds lit, actually.
Dude, what?
How is it?
It's
Bomb.
very satisfying.
Lit.
Let's do it.
Welcome.
Thank you. I feel welcomed.
Good. This is for people who don't know. This is Ryan Jordan Garcia.
Hello.
Ryan J, rapper extraordinaire, rapper singer, the artist behind
My gamer.
the artist behind A Rough Start, the EP,
Gamer.
and also gamer. Potential streamer next year.
I'll be playing games. Bars.
So, first question.
Let's get it.
How are you feeling?
Overall, I'm always feeling good. I can never complain. But I've been feeling, is transitional a word? Transitional?
Can be.
It can be now. I've been feeling like transitional, if that makes sense. During like the last 3 months, like during these holiday times, being over here has hit me harder than ever, because I'm like, oh shit, like I'm really here. Because like all you Spanish shit, bro, Puerto Rican shit, Dominican, any Caribbean and like Hispanic, everybody gets together during the holidays. It's like the only time that you see some family members like twice in the span of 30 days is during the holidays. So like dealing with that has been really interesting. But I'm always feeling good. I'm always appreciating everything.
Nice. I feel you on the family thing.
Right.
It's weird, man. It's
Dude,
different.
it's so weird, bro. I just want some fucking arroz con gandules and
There you
shit.
go.
I don't want to cook. I just want to wake up at 2 p.m. and eat mad food.
That's the life, bro. All right. Your first question, Ryan. Well, I guess it's your second, technically. What was the best thing that you discovered this year?
The best thing that I discovered this year. I feel like everybody's gonna go like super deep, so I'm just gonna like say something I discovered recently, and I actually told you about this. Go to your local deli, whatever bagel you prefer, whether it's plain, everything. Blueberry is a good one. Ask for a toasted bagel with cream cheese, crispy bacon, and grape jelly. It is the best thing that I've discovered this year. I've had all of those things individually, but together, it's the best thing I've discovered this year. and like materialistic things. And I love food. So,
This is a very recent discovery as well, right?
dude, I ended the year with a fucking bang, brother.
That's amazing. That's I mean, I feel like I have to try it because you've been talking so much
Dude.
about it.
Since the day that I've had it, which was like a month and a half ago, I think I've had it at least like 20 times.
Damn, oh my god.
Because it's only like $4, bro. Like,
yes, yeah.
bro, $4? I'm not cooking.
It's no
I'm
competition.
not cooking. I'm just going to the deli. Fuck that shit.
Bro, that's really cheap, yeah.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Can't beat it.
I'm
Can't
gonna
beat
put
it.
people on right now.
Oh yeah.
Second question. Third
Mhm.
question. Last question, actually.
Cool.
This is a little personal.
Mm.
That's gonna be a fun one.
All right.
What was the last text that you sent out? You have your phone on you.
The last text that I sent out was to you, Hector. And it said, give me that dick. I'm just not saying.
Oh my god, bro.
No, it says, yo, we're downstairs.
Oh, true, because you got here.
I was
And then
here.
you said we're downstairs.
Yeah, I did that. I lucked out on that one. Wish it was a little bit spicier. I tried to, but it is what it is.
Maybe if I answered your call,
Yeah,
we
Yeah.
wouldn't.
yeah. It could have
That's
been
great.
worse.
Bro, honestly, this was the one. This was the question for you. I didn't know what to expect, to be honest. It could have been anything. Could have been absolutely anything.
Yeah, man.
Well, just so you know, next year we're gonna ask you the same exact questions.
But I'll make sure to send like a crazy text message so I can like show the camera. I'm gonna just send a booty pic to you.
It gotta be just somebody else. It gotta be somebody wild. Like,
no,
yeah,
it has
just
to be
text
you
it.
because you're gonna be the host. You're like,
That
this
is
guy is a weirdo. I just fulfill, the questions. I just,
There you go.
But cool, bro.
Well, thank you for being here.
Yeah, bro.
This is just so you guys know, this guy is probably gonna be on season 2, most likely.
We'll see.
We'll see about that. We'll see. Maybe drop some music and then
Yeah, bro. I'll drop a freestyle on it.
let's get yo, that'd be sick. Okay, we'll talk. Okay,
Yeah.
enough. We're not gonna give in too much to the audience right now. Thank you so much, Ryan.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Classic. All right. Okay. Welcome, Francesca
Hi. It was
Thank you so much.
Santillana.
Santillana.
Santillana. It's no more
True.
Mitchell.
It's not my. That's what I'm used to.
I know.
Santillana.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for being here, Fran.
Thank you
Franny.
for having me.
Old time Fran, old school.
Yo,
You-
we go back.
We
boy.
go way back, college
go
days.
Back.
Back when I wasn't in college, but everybody else
Yeah,
was
you were just around.
just
all through
around.
college.
benefiting off of the nightlife of college, but
Yeah,
just
for real.
not having to study afterwards.
I mean, I didn't study either, so.
True.
And I
True.
was in college.
True. All right. Well, welcome, Fran. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
First question we got for you today.
Give it to me.
How are you feeling?
I'm actually feeling so good. Life is good. Like, I'm used to letting my lows take over my everyday, but I'm just realizing that lows are lessons and
Mhm.
life is great. I feel
Nice.
good, man.
That's beautiful. I'm
Yeah.
very glad to hear that. It's very exciting.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Shit. I've been a sad boy for too long.
Yo, I feel you. Don't worry about it. The second question we have for you: who from your friend groups, maybe even not a friend, who did you get to know more this year?
I mean, other than myself, because I feel like I get to know myself more and more every year
Mm.
to like a crazy degree.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say Brandon
Mm.
Glooms Garcia. Like, we figured out, I feel like we've always known, but we figured out that we have like the same thinking. Like, we think a lot the same. There's a lot of situations in our lives that are very similar. But yeah, I love that guy. He's creative and amazing, and I can't wait to get to know him more.
That's beautiful. I didn't expect that answer.
Yeah.
You guys were a part of Revival together. Remember that? That
Yeah.
was really fun.
Oh my God. I to this day watch his performance.
Of course.
Just to like when I'm
Mhm.
cleaning or like whenever, like I fucking love him. He's so great.
We find ourselves listening to it all the time on Spotify because it is on Spotify.
It is on Spotify.
That's awesome. Second question.
Mm-hmm.
What song / album,
Mm-hmm.
be both, got you through this past 3 year?
You know, I was just talking about this. I don't know what's going on, but this past year has been really hard for me to listen to music. Like, I haven't been like, I'm the type of girl that if I hear a song that I really like, I will go back into that person's discography and listen to all of the albums like from the beginning. And I haven't been able to do that, but an album that I find myself always going back to has to be Frank Ocean's Channel Orange. I always go back to Channel Orange and Pyramids specifically. Like that song just puts me in a place where I'm like, I have no worries. Like I'm a stripper in the Pyramids right now. I am putting my panties on in front of this mirror.
Yo.
Stop it.
Oh my god.
No, but yes. Yeah. I guess that's
a
it.
beautiful. I've since I discovered Channel Orange, which wasn't. It was a little bit after he actually released it. I've been listening to that music nonstop it's always in my playlist.
Dude, I was on Tumblr when he released it on Tumblr with a whole
crazy. Oh my god.
He had like a whole post about it and talking about his first love and how it was a man, and it was just like it was groundbreaking to me in 2012.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine.
Yeah,
that is nuts. Actually, I remember my first Project Fuel event. The DJ played Pyramids, and I was like, "This is different.
No,
this is a different place."
It was the first song that I ever heard that made me realize that I could do whatever the fuck I want in music. Like I could put 3 songs together and it could be like a kick-ass song.
Yep. That's. I feel like that's my Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes. Ew.
Pyramids,
yeah, you're so right.
For me, it is at
You're
least.
so right.
Beautiful. I also relate to your talking about like the music thing. Like it hasn't been like specifically the last half of the year. I've been the same way where it's like music hasn't been like calling to me as much as it used to.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
Maybe we're ready.
Think maybe the universe is trying to get me to be influenced more by myself. Being influenced more by the things around me to create the music that I want to listen to.
Yeah.
We got to find lessons in all of this weird shit, bro.
For sure.
We got to.
It never makes sense, huh?
It never makes sense, but we got to create the sense. At least I do, or I'm going to go fucking nuts.
True. True. Well, thank you, Francesca.
Thank you.
Santillana. Jesus Christ.
Santillana.
Santillana. Jesus Christ.
It's a mouthful.
Man. I don't think I've ever said your last name, actually.
Yeah, well, get used to it, brother.
True.
Santillana.
I'm not me. I'll just call you Fran. So I'm gonna keep
real.
calling you Franny forever. I'm never gonna say your last name ever again. I feel like that I've won too many times on this. Well, thank you so much, Fran.
Thank you.
Well, maybe a little funny.
Welcome. Hello, Franco. Mr. Franco Cologne.
Hi. Do you want me to look in the camera?
No, you can look at me.
Hey.
And then look at the camera. And then look at me. And then look up. And say hi to God.
Hello, my friend.
All right. Welcome, Franco Cologne, to the I Feel You New Year's special.
Thank you.
Yeah. First question I got for you.
It's an honor to be here.
Okay. First question I got for you.
And I will start by saying, no, I'm kidding.
How are you feeling?
How am I feeling in general?
How are you feeling?
Lately?
How are you feeling?
Right now, like I'm doing fine right now. But usually, the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I've been alright.
Care to elaborate?
Sure.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be in detail. Just whatever you want. Just share.
Well, how like am I like allowed to be vulnerable?
You have 1 minute. I'm kidding. Yeah, of course you are. Yeah, please.
Am I allowed to be vulnerable? You have 1 minute.
You're allowed to be vulnerable. Yes, as
Okay.
vulnerable as you feel comfortable with. Okay.
Well, I would say that I would say for like about a month now, I've been feeling a bit, I guess the best word to describe it would be like stagnant or plateau. Like if I'm just saying words, I know that's not an adjective, but I feel like
Can be.
Huh?
Go. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm at this place, not necessarily in a bad way, but just like at a place where I'm like getting older and I'm having to come to terms with a lot of new things in my life and a lot of new characteristics or traits that I've kind of taken on, and I'm just trying to like learn myself again, relearn myself, and it feels like I'm in a constant kind of state of that evolution in, every year. So this year feels like it really hit me at the end of the year. This year was great though, I'll say that. But right now, like I feel like I'm definitely in a very interesting like relearning of myself, which can be
Cool.
difficult
Yeah, for sure.
and awesome
Of
all at the
course.
same time.
Great. Yeah. Second question we have for you. What would you tell yourself, the you from a year ago? What would you tell yourself?
Hold on to your horses, baby. Nah, I'd say I would say if I would speak, I would tell myself from a year ago, or the year ago version
year-
of me tells me.
No, you right now tell yourself a year. Wait.
Okay, yeah,
Let me read
me
this
right
for
now
you.
tells myself a year
Yeah.
ago.
What would you tell yourself a year ago?
I would tell myself from a year ago, hey, you're gonna have a lot of expectations on how you're gonna be able to handle yourself in this life, and you're not gonna meet all the incredible standards you set for yourself, and that's okay. You really have to be compassionate towards yourself, and you gotta be okay with it, because if you're not, you're just gonna shut down and be really upset all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would say.
Nice. Very truthful answer.
Yep.
The year ago, you would probably be like, "Damn, bro, why you gotta say it? Why you gotta say it like that?"
The year ago me would be like, whatever.
Way to be.
Why
to be
would you know better? Yeah.
You'd probably prove yourself wrong in that case. You'd
Yeah.
probably go, "Well, I wish if only, right?"
Yeah, if only.
The third and the last question that we have for you tonight, this evening.
God.
Where do you feel the most safe?
You ever heard of Apex Legends? Nah, I'm fucking with you, bro. I can't say that. That's not funny.
Where do you feel the
That's sad.
safest?
Give me a second to think about
Take your
this.
time. You got it. You have approximately 2 minutes.
I would say, why the fuck do you have time limits for everything? I would say, take your time. You have 2 minutes. I feel safest, honestly, surrounded by you guys. Yeah, not to be mushy or anything, but I'm trying to think of a place where I feel more safe than when I'm with you and Joe and Project Field people, like and I can't think of one.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice. I feel like last time you were home in Orlando, which is probably where, some people would feel safest, you got COVID, so maybe that tainted it for you.
Yeah, I feel the least safe there now. And I
Nice.
watched 2 seasons of Money Heist in like 5 days.
You definitely made it a different experience. That
Yeah.
place is different for you now.
No, seriously. But I speak more Spanish now.
Nice. That's really good.
Berlin.
Berlin.
Yeah.
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Oye, tengo un supuesto para ti. Río. Cuando yo era nene chiquito, yo también estudiaba con el mejor maestro. Pero, tú ves, el mundo no es el mismo. No. Berlín es el mejor.
It's like your best impression I feel like you've
Yo, right?
ever developed.
Bro, I'm telling you, I watched that show for like 5 days
Oh,
straight.
man.
I was like, my brain was turning into the people. I was like, I kind of want to do a heist. Like,
That's great.
yeah.
Well, that's a great answer though. It's We always got your back though, so
I know.
we'll always have you.
Yeah, that's the best part is
For
I
sure.
know that. So even
Cool.
when I stumble
Mm-hmm.
and like, like I said,
Mhm.
like the last month has been kind of hard. Like I do find comfort just like being home with you guys because I know like, okay, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Like if things get really bad and like I can't even speak, like I know that I have people that love me that are gonna support me
For sure.
and help me figure it out until
That's great.
I get it right. So
Awesome. Well,
yeah.
Mr. Cologne, Franco, thank you so much for being here.
Yep.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank
You want to run trios?
Yes, desperately. Hello, Michael Combs. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. I'm good. How
Yeah.
you doing today?
I'm doing great. How you feeling?
I feel good. I feel good. I'm like excited. It's just like noon here on the West Coast.
Oh
So
my gosh, I
I feel
can't
good.
believe
I'm
it.
ready for the day.
What do you got planned today?
Um,
What's going on?
I think I might go test drive some cars, which is kind of cool.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
And then just do some errands,
Nice.
some other typical Monday stuff.
Yeah, that's great. Awesome. Well, thank you again. Thank you so much for being here. For people who don't know, this is Michael Combs. He is our in-house lighting designer, and also,
Yes, sir.
but also does a bunch of other things for our team. We consult him for tons of creative decisions. He's at every meeting. Does a lot of work with us and for us. So we appreciate you, Michael. Thank you for being here.
Yay, thank you.
So your first question, all right, besides how you're feeling, is actually gonna be. Did you try something new this year? And what was it?
Sure.
Take
That's
your time.
like, yeah, it's like I could either go like super broad, like a super broad thing, or like a super specific thing. Let's see. Like, did I try something new this year? Absolutely. At some point, I definitely have. I mean, okay, I just got my license this year. That was
Oh
something
my
new.
what?
I learned how to drive.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's actually so
that was
fun.
definitely something new.
That's so.
Yeah,
How does it feel to be able to drive?
It feels good, but it's like still kind of terrifying.
That
There's
is
so many
totally.
things to think about at once.
That is totally fair. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like one of those things where you learn something new, but it was a life skill, and I'm glad that I can like do it, and now I don't have to like take the bus everywhere.
Did you ever drive before you learned how to drive? Like, did you ever?
Not
You were never
really.
behind a wheel. Oh my gosh.
I was behind the wheel maybe when I was like 13 in Boy Scouts,
Oh,
and we
nice.
went to like our Scoutmaster's ranch, and he had this little like Jeep, and he's like, you guys can drive this around if you want. And so like I drove it there for like 5 minutes, and that was the most experience I had driving until this year. So
that's all you need. That's incredible. Well, congratulations on that. That's actually so fun.
Thank you.
I'm sure it's gonna feel good to be free and be able to go wherever you want.
It's a freeing feeling for sure.
Okay. Your next question, your last question, your third question. All right.
Cool.
How have you changed the most this year?
Man, it's just like change is so inevitable, right? Like there have been a lot of changes within the last like calendar year too, or like 365 days year, not even just 2020, like a little bit before in my life, and a lot of stuff like out of my control. So I think just like what I've tried to do more so this year than ever is just like go with the flow, and like I think that was a big change. It was just like being able to take a back seat in like the planning phases of things, and just like feel as well, like feel what needs to be felt, and like don't worry about how long it takes to feel it, and like that's a part of moving through things. And I just think that was a big change for me, because I think I like to just like be on top of like why I'm feeling away, and like just kind of like, I don't know, I do it, and I've just noticed in myself that I like allow myself to sit in it for as long as it needs to happen, and then move through, because I know there's always going to be something on the other side,
Yes, 100%. That's beautiful. Yeah, I'm sure that there's a lot of changes, right? There's so many things happen. So, it's been a wild ride for sure. That's for sure.
That's like what I say to everyone about this year. But so biggest change is allowing, like, watching myself just be able to be chill.
That's
like,
actually
move
beautiful.
through,
That's so beautiful. Well, Michael, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank
I love
you.
your makeup. Your look is beautiful today.
Thank you.
Also,
Thank you.
yeah. Also, nice shirt. I like the shirt.
Metamorphosis.
Shout out to
Changed, right?
Meta.
We're talking about change.
We are. Oh my gosh, we're definitely in the metamorphosis right now, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
So,
For sure.
but yeah, I appreciate you
Alright.
being here. I really do. Say goodbye to our Patreon subscribers, but also the people watching at home and all the people that love you,
Bye,
your family,
everyone.
friends, and
Thank
everything.
you for supporting us. Love you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Appreciate you. All right. Have a good day.
Christine,
Yes.
hello.
Hi, baby.
Hello, my love. How you feeling today?
Feeling good. Feeling good.
Yeah.
Feeling full. Just
Mm-hmm.
had a full dish. It was yummy.
Nice. And how are you feeling?
How am I feeling? A little sore.
Mm.
But overall, happy. Holiday season has been treating us well. So,
Nice.
yeah, I feel good.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, second question I have for you. Okay,
Mhm.
that was the first.
Okay.
Second question I have for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What experiences in this past year led you to who you are now? And get a little closer to the mic, too.
Well, definitely the 3 months off of work and being able to really tap into my creative and artistic side led me to where I am now. And also being post residency and now doing my real job. So all that hard work, just, I guess, solidifying who I am this past year through all those experiences. So,
Beautiful. That's great. My next question, last question we have for you. Who in your life can you turn to for guidance? It's a really good question for you, I feel like.
I was about to say, I don't tell my secrets to anyone. But if I had to, probably be you. Hector Sanchez Jr., Eddie Wise, future baby daddy,
Oh my
host of the show.
Nice.
Probably turn to you for guidance, probably because I trust you and I feel safe with you. And I feel like you understand me the most. So you want the best for me, truly. It's probably you.
It's very sweet. No. Thank you so much. Just to go into a little more detail with the second question we asked you. You said you had 3 months off of work, right?
I did.
How? Because you had been working nonstop for
Since
for a long time before
yeah.
that, since you were in college.
Mm-hmm.
How did it feel to have so much time off? Like, why did it change you so much?
Well, I think it changed me because my life was on a very specific path for so long. And then when that path kind of becomes blurry, right, it's up to you to figure out what you do now, like creating your own path. And what was nice about it is that it was like designated time off. So I knew I was going to start my job eventually. So what do I do with all this free time until that? And I had never had the time and true space to really be creative. So it was really nice to tap into that and do that whenever I wanted, however I wanted, and fully express myself. So that was nice.
That's beautiful. I'm honestly really glad that you got that time because you've developed so much of your craft. And I've been able to see it, firsthand. I've been able to witness how far you've gone with that. So it's very exciting.
Thanks.
I love you.
Love you.
Thank you for being on the show, my love.
Pleasure.
Dr. Christine Arquero. Appreciate you.
Love you.
Love you too. Say bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for being on the cast.
Of course.
I can't. I'm excited to have you on. I actually wanna have you on for season 2 officially, like for a full length solo episode.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah, I'm down.
I've been thinking about it for a while. So, you know, when things start to calm down and we feel more comfortable with like meeting in person, then we can set that up and stuff, you know?
Cool. Yeah.
But yeah, how are you feeling, man? How's it going?
Pretty good. Can't complain. Today I'm feeling good. Today I'm feeling thankful for my health.
For
You
sure.
know?
Yeah. That's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that. Also about the camera, you can't see my face because it's just that's the way it is right now. The setup and the
word.
recording. Sorry about that, but you just have.
Am
to
I
go with
being
my
recorded
picture for
already?
now. Yeah, you are.
Okay. Wait. One sec.
Hey. That was the first question was how are you feeling? That was the official one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I have two other questions for you. Like I said, it's gonna be real quick. Feel free to answer these as you know, as personal as you want to get, but also as general as you want to get, as whatever you feel comfortable with. And so my first question is, what are you most proud of?
Like in general, or like this year, or like
Sure,
just
yeah. I mean, it could be about, you know, whatever you feel speaks to you. It could be about this year. It can be about in general, like your person. It could be like, you know, the people,
Yeah.
whatever you want. Yeah.
I would actually, I think it pretty quickly comes to mind for me. It's been over the past like couple years, I've been really like cultivating my discipline, which has been something that I've like always struggled with, like consistency and just like bringing myself to like tolerate the hard, annoying things that you have to go to progress, both like as a person, like emotionally, spiritually, and also just like in your skills.
Yeah.
And I feel like over the past year and a half, maybe 2 years, like since the pandemic has started, I've had a lot of time with myself to lay the groundwork for like building good habits, but also for just like pushing through really not wanting to do things and like just doing them anyway. You know?
Dude, I feel that. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's like one of my biggest struggles. I'm sure a lot of us struggle with that same feeling, but man, just to get up, do the daily stuff, the day to day is like,
yeah,
man,
absolutely.
that's the hardest part about being or doing what we do in a lot of ways. Is just like waking up and finding the motivation, because you got to find it in yourself, you know?
Right. And like not allowing myself, even on the days when it's like, when I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this, not allowing myself to continue my day that way, you know, like taking the time and space to be like, all right, but I am doing this. So like, let's get excited about it. Let's make the most of it. And like, come on, you know?
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome.
Like, man, I don't want to drag my feet through my days.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, 100%, man. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I feel that. Speaking to my soul. Okay. My next question is just an interesting one. It's going to be fun to hear this one year to year, but next question is, who is someone in your life that you want to build a closer relationship with?
Interesting. Who is someone in my life that I want to build a closer relationship with? I might need a second to think about that.
Take your time, man. Yeah, I know there's so many people that might come to your head, so I'd imagine, you know.
I think this is gonna okay, all right, this is gonna get a little emotional then, but I think like my family, I think my mom and my sister maybe in particular, but like I have always kind of been like in my family, I have two siblings, and I'm the youngest by far by like 7 years. And I'm like the one who's like, you know, doesn't have a salaried career. Like I'm an artist, you know, I live my life in that way. And like, I've always kind of been a little different and like felt on the outs within my family. And like, that ebbs and flows. And sometimes I've felt really close to them, and sometimes I've felt further away. But over this past year, I've definitely felt really distanced from my family, and I think this year I want to work on rebuilding those connections and those relationships, and like getting to know them better, because I think that is what it comes down to in a lot of ways, is that when I was in middle school, my siblings were in college, and like I've just spent a lot of time away from my family, and like people change and relationships evolve, and I want to get to know them again and like really like work on their relationship.
That's beautiful, man. I deeply relate to that. Is sometimes you forget, or not even that you forget, it's just not it's not something you think about, but like those are separate human beings, like individuals, and one day we're going to get to an age and we're talking to our parents and they feel more like peers than they do feel like your parents.
Right.
And I think that's the beauty of growing up, I think too, is I think that comes with time, especially since they're still in your life, and I'm sure they still love you deeply. So, and you as well. So that's beautiful, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's never been for like lack of love. Like I know the love's 100%. There. It's just the dynamic and like I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, your lifestyles. It's a little different. I feel that 100%, man.
Yeah.
I really do. Awesome. Thank you for showing that for that vulnerability. We really do appreciate that.
Yeah, man. I want this to be real. I'm curious to see next year and like be like, huh.
For sure.
I wonder what happened with that.
Exactly. Yeah. I can't wait for everybody to watch it back and have their answers once again. Just new answers. It's gonna be so fun. I really can't wait, man.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that you're a part of this, Sam. I really do appreciate it.
Well, thank you for allowing me to be and allowing me to call in.
Of course. Yeah. Everybody loves some lifer, man.
Yeah. Lifer in the cipher.
All right. Well, thanks for being a part of this. Go ahead and say bye to our audience, the people watching.
Later, guys.
What is that? Oh, because
laser.
They were planned to not have classes by next year.
I want to find a way to get contacts that don't fuck up my eyes, because they would like dry them out, and like my eye twitches now, so like I feel like that was because I had contacts that weren't good for me.
Okay,
is this recording?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Hello, Joe King.
What's up, Eddie Wise?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Is that like a how much of a how are you do you want? Just like a fine, or do you want a story?
We'll get there. Well, I guess, yeah. I mean, how are you feeling formally? How are you feeling? Yeah.
Right now is kind of a challenging time for me. Very recently, I kind of rode a high of things kind of going the way that I've always wanted it to go. And right now, I mean, half of us got COVID, so I haven't been able to work. So that and not working so much like brought me back to like, okay, there's more to life than just that I've been not avoiding, but I would say ignoring, because I was so focused on all the good and not focusing on all the work that needs to be done. So I'm just now in a moment of and especially with the new year coming around, like I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next year. So I'm just right now at this moment in a state of reflection, and I don't know, I'm just and motivated to make changes for next year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great segue into our next question.
Oh, wow.
Actually, which is what's your biggest creative goal for next year?
That's crazy. That was my question.
Yes. Oh, that's your
yeah. Wow, it's actually crazy that that's being asked, because I was just talking about that with Emily today. My biggest goal right now is I want my film reel to show to be as diverse as possible. So my goal is to do at least one project every month of my own, and that could be like an experiment. Like a couple of days ago, I did an experiment with lighting. And I want to do something every month that has a different tone, a different genre. Like I want to show people that I could do a film noir, I could do comedy, I could do like an action like look, you know what I mean, and be able to learn how to light and how to shoot differently to those types of stories, if that makes sense. Because I don't want to just have like one style.
I want to be able to adapt to whatever project is brought to me. Also, I'm making the creative decision to limit the things that I accept, to limit the projects that I take, in the name of just I guess just being fair to my art and to someone else's project.
Okay.
So like, for example, I guess the biggest thing is like I don't want to edit music videos anymore. Like that's just not like I'm sure like I'm good. I think I'm good at doing it.
Yeah.
But that's not what I want to do. You know what I mean? And like for me to take up my time to do something that I don't want to do when this is my job, why would I do that now? You know, I'm down to shoot them, specific ones, not just any. I'm just being very, I guess, strict on my.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know, my views.
Yeah, I feel you about the music videos. To be honest, I'm sick of them. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like solo music videos specifically, like music videos that I have to conceptualize, shoot, and edit.
Yeah.
Done.
Yep.
It's over. Never again. I'll do it like you said, I'll shoot with the team. But like, man, I feel you. I feel you. It's just not what I want to do.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. That's great. Our next question, and our final question actually, what is a technological thing that blows your mind? Like, or I guess something you discovered this year, technology-wise, that blows your mind.
That's a funny question. What blows my mind? I mean, bro, I've been thinking this technologically. Okay, well, hold on.
Technology can be a lot of things.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, right now, and it's been like this for a while. Just how like the subway is still intact. You know, like that's a technological feat. I think New York City as a whole is a technological feat from being like conceptualized in the 1800s as a thought, as a like it's a theory of how it would grow. And the fact that there are issues, like don't get me wrong, but
that's a good amount, yeah.
The idea to make a grid pattern because they knew that it was going to be, they wanted it to be a densely populated area.
Yeah.
They built it to sustain life 100 years from then. And that's crazy.
It is crazy.
It's something that I can't even like imagine doing right now. Like what can I make today that will stand the test of time 100 years from now? And so on. Yeah. You know, like sure, like the system is crumbling, the subway system is crumbling, but not enough for it to be like we can't use the subway anymore.
We use it every day. It's like a necessary part of New York. When
Millions
it goes down
a day.
When it goes down, we're like everybody in New York can't get anywhere.
Yeah. And it's not like, you know, they're like at Universal or Disney, whatever, like, yo, if the ride doesn't work, like, fuck it, let's tear it down and build a new one
or something.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
And they knew that. They're like, obviously, we're like disrupting the entire like ecosystem here.
That's why they can't make it better either, because it has to be running 24/7.
Yeah. But right now, technologically, that's probably the biggest feat
that's a great answer, to be honest.
Yeah, blown away by.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, we're excited to see what you do this year, Joe. And thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
Of course, Mr. King.
Hey. And I love y'all.
Hello, Rare. Hi, Shalise.
Hi.
One by one, I would love for you guys to tell us and tell the audience, how are you feeling?
Okay, you go first.
We're feeling good. Well, let me speak for myself. I'm feeling good. Things have been a little rough this past couple of weeks, but Christmas was really nice, and in the past couple of days we've gotten to have like really great conversations, and we've had time to catch up, which has felt like forever since we got to do so. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling hopeful for the new year. And,
yeah, we got plans.
Nice. That's very exciting. Shalise?
I'm feeling good. Yesterday I kind of had like a roller coaster of like emotions. Like I was really sad. I had really bad anxiety, but then I was like really happy.
Mhm.
And yeah, it was just like weird, but I'm
Nice.
feeling much better today.
Good.
And yeah, I'm feeling good.
I'm so glad you guys are feeling good. Makes me happy to hear that. Always. Let's go with Rare. Let's ask your first question. First question is, what was your go-to food dish this year? What was your go-to dish?
And for the whole year,
It could be whatever you feel like you ate the most, I guess. Probably is what. It's got to be something, you know.
this year. Well, I'll tell you something.
That's an interesting question.
A dish that we discovered this year, or I should
That's a good.
say,
Yeah. Go for it.
Shalice discovered this year that like I like fell in love with that I
Let
didn't
me see
think
if I know what
you
it
know what
is.
it is. That I didn't think that I was gonna necessarily enjoy, but it turned out that I really like love it. It's cheeseburger pasta. Yeah.
Cheeseburger pasta. Let's go.
Knew it.
It's so fire. It was so good.
Cheeseburger pasta, yeah.
Is
It's
it-
pretty good.
Is it the do you make it yourself or is it the Hamburger Helper box?
No, I
No.
make it myself.
Nice. Oh, that's probably so good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's super good.
It's
She found it on Pinterest, right?
Pinterest,
She
yeah.
found it on Pinterest, and I was like, oh my god,
so good.
fucking some bullshit ass recipe. This is gonna taste weird, whatever. And then
Yeah.
the shit slapped.
I'm
Slapped. It was so good.
I can
It's
I,
really unhealthy, but it's so good.
I can only imagine. That sounds like my fantasy, to be honest. I'm gonna have to try that.
When you come up,
Yes.
make
Yeah.
it.
Heck,
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Christine is gonna is gonna hate it. She's gonna be like no, and then she's gonna love it. Watch.
Yeah.
All right, Shalish, your question is, what was the best gift you gave or that you got this holiday season? So it could be one or the other.
The best gift I gave or got.
Mhm.
Let's see. Well, I feel like one of the best gifts I got was the family photo shoot thing that we're gonna
Mhm.
do. We haven't done like a family photo shoot.
Oh,
And it's funny because I mentioned it to George, like, hey, we need to take Christmas photos. I'm texting it to him, and because I really wanted to have like a holiday card to like send out to our
Mhm.
loved ones, and he texts me back like, shut up, shut up. Like, so I'm assuming he was like kind of thinking the same thing,
Yeah.
but he never like told me what it was. And then for Christmas, he's like, well, yeah, I was planning on like setting up a whole like family photo shoot thing. Because we did a maternity shoot with Franco, which we loved. Like
Mhm.
we even have the photo up in our living room.
Mhm.
But we really want to do like a family photo shoot. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about that.
That is very exciting.
Yeah, it was it sucked because when you're like you got something in the vault or like you've been planning something and
Mhm.
then like they make like a hint to like this gift and you're like, yo,
It's just like
it's gonna
You gotta
feel
shut it
like
down.
I
Yeah.
just took your idea and I wasn't planning this, but I had it already. I mean, it wasn't gonna be for Christmas, so
Oh,
that was
yeah.
the only thing. Like
yeah.
Oh,
it was
okay.
more just like I know because like she said the last photos we really took like official photos was for the maternity shoot,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
with
Franco.
Franco, which was before Emma was even here. And then after that, like I took a photo shoot of just Emma, but I was like, we don't have something like
Together. Yeah.
of us,
Yeah.
and like my cousin is constantly doing like photo shoots with like amazing photographers and the photos like just look great.
Mhm.
And I'm like, damn, like I want that. Like I
Yeah.
want us to like capture these
sure.
like seasons of life that we go through and
Mhm.
we could see the
Yeah.
growth between us as a family.
Yeah.
So
That's very
yeah,
important.
I wanted to do that. So I'm looking forward to that. I
That's-
don't know what it's gonna look like.
That's very exciting.
Yeah, but it's an experience. I'm excited for
No,
it.
it's gonna be really cool. I can't. We all. I'm sure we're all very excited to see that.
Yeah.
Okay, Rare. Second question. Now these next two questions are gonna be a little more, a little more personal, a little more serious. So answer as far as you feel comfortable. Okay. No stress on anything. Okay. Rare. How are you feeling about the pandemic this year?
Oh man.
Well, yeah. So it's been ridiculously rough as it's been for everybody.
Yeah.
From like losing people to like people that I love losing people.
Yeah.
To opportunities that couldn't be fulfilled, because of COVID. But I in a more personal, more I guess recent situation. As I mentioned before, we had been going through a rough couple of weeks not too long ago, and Christmas was supposed to be like a really beautiful gathering. Like we were supposed to have like all of our like parents
Yeah.
come and
Yeah.
like outside family members as well, but
Mhm.
all like essentially like main family, and unfortunately, my mother and stepfather caught COVID,
Oh man.
and we found out like
The
like
day they were
the
supposed
day
to
where
come.
they were supposed to come. So
Oh my
they were
gosh.
so close to coming,
Yeah.
and thankfully, shout out to my cousin Malcolm, which it was also his birthday on Christmas,
Yeah.
and he was
Shout out
supposed to
to
come up.
Malcolm.
Yeah.
He came with those apple that
Oh
box of apple
yeah, they give you free
kits.
tests. I forgot he works there now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he was able to provide like
Like
some for my mother, some for my stepfather.
That's awesome.
Because my stepfather is waiting on his PCR results, but he hadn't gotten it.
Mm.
And thankfully they took the test, and yep,
They both
three
came.
positives for my
Jeez, man.
stepfather, 2 positives for my mother, and I mean, thankfully my brother didn't get it, but he's still exposed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was rough because it was feeling like this was something that we like really needed.
Craved. Yeah.
Oh,
We like
yeah, I can't
we're
imagine.
craving like that gathering, and like just because we've been going through
Mhm.
so much, and just to
Mhm.
kind of like not have that was like a
Yeah.
huge bummer.
I
But,
mean, thankfully, her family was able to come, and my father was able to come. So it wasn't like nobody could come,
For
but
sure.
at a point it was feeling like, damn, we might have to cancel this completely.
yeah.
Mhm.
And in a situation where it felt like we desperately needed this. So and it sucks because that's how like things happen. You think
Mhm.
like, oh, like we can make an exception for this. We can allow it this time.
Yeah.
But thankfully we didn't, because we were like so close to letting them come up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And if they would have come up, like it
it
would have
would-
been
yeah.
No,
an
this
exposure to everybody.
this
and
new
it was-
variant is no joke.
Yeah,
It's
serious.
really, I think it's like 10 times more viral than the other
Yeah,
variants.
it's like more contagious. Yeah.
And everybody's getting it, so it's better to be safe, I guess. But it's still like, oh man, I feel that feeling. When I was in Florida, I got COVID, and I couldn't spend all that time with my family, and
I know.
and
And that's what I went there.
that's
to
that's
spend
like
time with them.
yeah, Christmas and the holidays, that's the time you spend with your family. So but it's gonna make the next one all the better. And it's not gonna be the last time. We have so many more celebrations throughout the year, so many holidays. So
Yeah.
we'll I'm sure you guys will see each other again soon.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think for the both of us, it
For sure.
just it probably hit our brothers hard. Like for myself, my
Yeah.
brother, he was extremely emotional. I mean, my
Oh.
brother's way younger than your brother, but
Oh yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
your brother was looking forward to seeing you as
No,
well,
for
and
sure.
for him to not be able to spend Christmas with you, I'm sure it sucked.
Yeah, but
So sorry about that as well.
things happen, it's
Yeah.
Number 2, the second question for Shalise. A lot of conversation about family. This is funny. I guess it's just kind of how it happens.
Hey,
Yeah.
we went
Yeah.
We're big family
from
people.
young adults
Yeah.
partying, chilling, having fun, to now we
fam
straight
fam
family.
fam bams. How has your relationship with your family changed this past year, or if it's changed at all?
I feel like if anything, I mean, it's definitely different because we live in a totally different state than most of our family.
Mm-hmm.
So in that aspect, there's certain aspects of it that I feel like we're not as close, but I feel like even though we're not as close, we really try to make the effort to like have that connection, whether it be like through FaceTime on the phone or if we get a chance to like see them. Like one of like our biggest like I guess New Year's goals is to try and see those that we haven't seen in a very long time, like kind of like extended family.
Yeah.
And like kind of make time to like, you know, spend time with them and like have experiences with
For
them
sure.
because we have a lot of experiences with our close relatives, but not as much as like our extended relatives, and they like matter too.
Of course.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we have gotten stronger, although we're not able to see each other like physically in person. You know, we still try to make an effort. Because especially being out here, like we need that sense of community. Like, I mean, we're by ourselves all the time.
Yeah.
But even if it's just like a FaceTime call, like it kind of like helps us in a sense that, okay, we still have our family. So
yeah, to jump on to like that question, I think one of the biggest lessons that I'm learning, I'm actively still trying to learn and fail every day and sometimes succeed, is that I've realized that relationships are truly like flowers or plants that you have to plant that seed, but you also have to water it and tend to it, you know. And for me, I constantly feel like I have like this like telepathic thing that it's like, oh, they know how much I love them, they know how much I care about them, they know that I miss them, they know. But sometimes you need to like openly express that, and you need to continue to seek that like conversation and show that love, because you know, unfortunately, as we've learned with, you know, many people, like you don't know when someone's day will come, and you want to make
in a pandemic.
You want to make sure you
very
do
true.
as much and when you can. So
for sure.
Yeah,
of course. Beautiful. Yeah, that's awesome. And we are a little over the time, but a question that I'm sure everybody wants to know. This is a little sneaky question I'm adding in because I love you. How is Emma doing? I'm sure everybody wants to know that.
Emma's doing so good. She's doing like phenomenal. She's going to school. She's only going like 4 hours a day. Yeah. But she's been doing so good. Like she's talking so much more. She's trying to like repeat words so much more.
That's wild.
Like her little personality is like showing out like nowadays. Yeah.
That's
like
so exciting.
just becoming her own little person. Yeah. Right now she's sleeping. We're watching her monitor, but yeah, she's like flourishing into like such a beautiful person. She does have her own personality, which is not like us at all.
Really?
I feel like she has her own. Yeah, like Emma is just Emma. Like she resembles us like in like look wise, I feel like, but she just has like her own distinct personality.
That is so great.
Yeah, I think you know, that's how it is with a kid. Like they take on certain traits of, you know, each parent, but then, you know, they become their own like person.
Yeah.
But something that's beautiful about Emma is that like she's been her own person for like forever. since she's been like conscious, essentially.
Yeah, that's fun.
Which is so great. Yeah, she's just such a like. But some of the best qualities I feel like also she gets from her mother. Like I feel like she's such a independent, like strong, like woman, and you know, I think Shalize is a little more like considerate or not so like strong-willed, but she definitely has that in her too, like where she's like, no, I feel this way, so I'm gonna go this way because I know it's the right thing to do, and like most of the time she's right, you know. And but yeah, Emma is just like it's so interesting when you become like a parent, because you become so amazed by the little things, but it's because it's like milestones for you as a parent to watch that happen, you know, especially with your first, you know. But
for sure.
Yeah, she's a fucking genius. She's so talented in so many ways. That's one of the best dancers that I know.
Oh my god, she loves to dance.
Yeah,
that's so great.
You play any like song and she'll bust a move. Like
that's how you know your song is good or has like rhythm at least. That like if Emma dances to it, then yeah,
that's beautiful.
I mean, we could go on and on.
I could tell.
So.
I can't imagine what it's like to have somebody like that. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for letting us know what's on the what's the down low. Appreciate it. And I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here and for chatting with me. And say a quick bye to our Patreon subscribers, but also the people watching and all the friends and family that love you guys so much.
Thank you guys for watching.
We appreciate you so much.
Yes.
I hope if this did anything, it lets you know that we are just human too. We all have this sense to create and to share and to show the emotions that we have, and we want to bring everybody in closer to do that, because I think when we do that, there's one other person on the other side of this device, phone, whatever it is, that feels a little less lonely and a little closer to us. And that's all we want to do is bring all the people that need it closer so we can thrive together.
Beautiful. Wise words from our co-founder. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Right. Love you guys. Love you.
Me too.
All right. Hello, Sarah Elizabeth. How are you today? I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling?
In this moment right now?
Sure.
Tired.
Okay. Anything else?
Horny.
Jesus. Okay. In the past few weeks, months, how have you been overall, generally?
I think the past few months I've been going through a really tough time. Accepting a lot of things that I kind of ignored for a long time. Just stepping back into reality almost.
Okay, nice. All right, well, our second question is, it's a little more light, I think. Who are your pinned texts with? Who do you have pinned?
I have it's Franco, and then Anthony, and then Christine, and then Emily, and then in the middle it's the Project Feel group chat, and then Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have 3 more.
Jeez. Okay. Go ahead.
Who am I missing? Or 2 more. I have Danny, and then Fran.
So that's 8.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
No, you're missing one.
I'm missing one.
Yeah. There's no other group chats or per people or.
Who am I missing?
Ooh.
Yo, mama.
Oh my God. I hope that's it. Are you actually missing that or no?
No, I don't know who I'm missing.
Okay, well, I guess we'll find out later.
Sorry.
Well, they'll reach out to you and let you know that you fucked up.
Why am I not in your close friends?
All right. Next question. Last question. Final question. Third question is going to be, what will you embark on for the first time in the next year? So what's going to be like something you want to do for the first time this year?
Sex. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Jesus.
Ask that one more time.
What will you embark on for the first time next year? Like, what's something you're going to try new?
I think, and I don't want to get like so deep, but I feel like most of my years I spent trying to write other people's stories to avoid my own story.
Okay.
So I think for this new year coming up, I'm just gonna focus on writing my own story and see where that leads me.
Nice. In what form? Just any form? Any art form? Or just like writing?
Sex.
Oh my God. Jesus.
No,
I did not see that one coming, genuinely. I thought I had that.
No, not like literally writing.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what's your
but yeah, I think in just focusing
in all things, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, I see.
Yeah, you get
nice,
the.
nice.
You get
Yeah,
the.
I get it. Nice. Well, thank you for being here, Sarah, Elizabeth.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. And yeah, anything you wanna? Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Hello, Anthony Alvarez,
Hello, Hector, aka Eddie Wise.
co-founder of Project Field. Thank you for being here. Get close to the
having
mic
me.
too.
Closer.
Yeah, like right there. Stand up tall and strong.
You're really
Actually, a
gonna cut me off
little too tall
bit. I'm a
because
little taller than these. Wait, can I go down the chair?
That's perfect, actually. Thank you. You can. Yeah, that's perfect, actually. Yeah, dude, what's up? How are you feeling?
Feeling really good, bro. I mean, it's I feel extremely grateful after these past few days, like some time with the family, some time reflecting on this year. I just feel very grounded in the good things in my life right now. So very, very happy to be here. Very happy to be like here with you right now, seeing this. Because walking into these setups that you create is always a fucking trip, bro. If you guys could see this right now, it looks very simple on camera, but there's like
my
all these
whole
wires,
room.
like a whole setup there that looks like he's ready to send someone into space.
Yeah, we're actually gonna do a how-to setup soon for the podcast.
Oh, that's fire! Actually,
yeah, we're gonna
love
do
that
like
idea.
what my gear is and
I
stuff
love
like that. So yeah, man. Thanks. And yeah, welcome to the podcast, dude. That was your first question, so thanks for answering. Second question, all right. Ooh. Wait, let me.
Let's go. I'm ready.
That one might be a little heavy. Let's do the second one. Let's do the last one first.
Okay, cool.
The third one, or for the second one for now. What are your top 3 favorite artists currently that you're listening to?
Top 3 artists currently right now. Wow, there's a good amount that come to mind.
Yeah, this is a tough question.
I can't look at my Spotify like to tell you right now.
Yeah, of course you can, bro. Go for it.
Then I can give you an
Pull
answer
your
real
phone
quick.
out.
Because I'm particularly obsessed with. Okay, hold on.
You got it.
So the first one actually, and I've been wanting to tell you about him. I just want to make sure I'm pronouncing his name right.
I'm excited.
Because I work with him, bro.
Oh,
tell me how I
nice.
follow this guy. Someone at work was like, "Yo, I know you're doing with Project Field. Like, you should meet this guy. His name is Josh. If you haven't met him yet." She showed me like his Spotify account. I'm like, he looks really familiar. And I was like, I feel like I've heard this song before. All right. So his name is Josh, but his artist name is Ishmael. The song that I know of him is called Bimmer Music. I feel it's a song that I saw with being shared around for a little bit. But then I started hearing the rest of his shit and like looking at his visuals. Crazy talented, man. I wanted to send it to you guys specifically because I would love for all of us to work with him because he's really dope, man.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, Ishmael, he's one of them. Fire.
Cool.
I definitely recommend this freestyle that he has on YouTube. I forget the name, but it's like one with him outdoors in like a snowy day. I forget the name. It's like Once Upon a Time freestyle or something, but it's so fucking good.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Laura Galindo, I've been pretty obsessed with right now. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, her project has been on repeat for a while. Also, like, Last Place was my number 1 listened to song this year.
That's crazy.
Number one, bro. And I wasn't surprised at all because when it first came out, I remember I was like, it's almost like I told her like early on, hey, because she joked like, oh, I got like 1,000 streams. Not a joke. She said I got 1,000 streams, and I DM'd her like before we really started like getting close. Yeah, I was like, I think I'm like half your streams. And I really didn't think I was like half her streams. Non-stop playing with her.
That's great.
So she's fire. Her experiment, like her what's it called, and her whole EP. Beautiful pieces of art. Yeah, I'm inspired by that, bro. Oh, and the last one my brother Waves put me on to. Waves, aka David. He has a great taste. He really does. They're a group of like artists from, I don't even know where they're from, but they're called 99 Neighbors. They're super dope. Their visuals crazy. They kind of like have this Brockhampton vibe in the sense if you look at them, they all completely different, all have different styles. They look like they present themselves very differently, but the music they make with each other ranges from like these bangers to like these super heartfelt like melodic songs, and they could just do it all, and I'm really impressed with them too. So 99 Neighbors.
That's awesome. Great answer. Yeah, those are all artists that we're definitely gonna check out.
Yeah.
Also, in the middle of that, the light in the back turned off. One
Did
of
it
the lights.
actually?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna switch it out
fuck.
real quick. Nice little cut. We're back in. Great. Yes. Last question. All right. This one's a little. Take your time, as comfortable as you feel, whenever with whatever answer you feel like. That's what's important. So, are you lying to yourself about anything right now?
This is from We're Not Really Strangers, right?
Is it? I don't
yeah,
know.
it definitely is. Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to them.
Am I lying to myself about anything right now? Without a doubt, I am. Now the question is, how aware am I enough to articulate it now? Am I lying to myself about anything right now?
It's a tough one.
No, well, the thing is, I have the answer. I just know this is gonna be publicated, so I'm like,
Yeah, no, you do whatever you got to do. You don't even have to say it. Censor it however you need.
actually, no. Okay, so I can speak about this in a way that it's true, but still broad. But I've always been a very indulgent human being. I've always been one to enjoy something and then dive into it, like kind of get lost in it.
Yeah.
It's been like that with things like substances. It's been like that with sex. It's been like that with just like drinking. Like all those hedonistic things, like even like creating art, like a project feel itself. Like there have been a lot of times where I found myself just like do you remember that there was like a period 2 years ago, now gonna be 3, I think, that we would go out every single weekend. Like we would
we were
like
partying hard,
every
dude.
single weekend, but like
It's crazy time.
a lot, bro, a lot. And now like we'll all get together, but it was just on a different level.
I wasn't even in the heat of that too. Like you guys had been going for a while before we joined,
bro. But it was all at that point too. Like it was good that we had almost gotten it out, because it wasn't a healthy thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, it's been easy for me to just be indulgent with things. In the past like 2 years, I think that I've learned a lot of lessons that have prevented me from, or like I've just prevented myself from really diving into it, to things that aren't good for me. But sometimes I wonder if I am still doing it just in ways that I'm not like they're not so overtly like loud that it's easy for me to know it,
Yeah, for sure.
But like small things, like things that I still eat that I know are fucking me up, things like relationships that I still keep around me that like feel good, but sometimes I'm like, is this a good long-term thing? Like, does this make me a better person? So that, I think I wonder how many things I have in my life that are actually good for my growth rather than just feel good in that moment. But what's good is that it's hard for me to think of what those things may be because it's not as overt as before, but it's easy for me to think about all the good things in my life that are very much good for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the relationships within this team, the things that we're doing, the types of goals that we all have for each other,
Nice.
the healthier relationships that we're all building with our communication. Like those are things that I know for a fact are good for me.
Great.
So that makes it, and I wonder if that makes it harder for me to realize when I am lying to myself, because it's like there are other things that are better, It's
interesting relationships.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that
great. You were broad enough and also specific enough. So I appreciate your vulnerability, being willing to answer that question. It's not that's like the hardest question we've had today for sure.
Yeah, you hit me with that one.
So
thank you for giving me a little bit of time to talk.
Of course. Yeah, no, you're good. But yeah, thank you, Anthony. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me here, bro. I'm
yeah,
excited
of course.
I'm excited for us to continue this.
Yeah.
See what it'll look like years from now.
I know, bro. We're gonna have 3 years from now. We're gonna be looking at our younger selves.
Yeah, I know, that's crazy. That's gonna be
super
crazy
weird.
because if you have this set, like I'm looking at myself now on your screen, and it's gonna be like this. At some point, we can do like some kind of shot after years where you just see all these screens going into screens. It's gonna be trippy as fuck. Some of us are gonna have kids. Like,
bro, that's actually true.
Yeah,
in 3 years' time, I feel like there's most likely gonna be a few more kids in the equation. Dude,
without
that's
a doubt, bro, we
weird.
fuck a lot.
That's weird, man. All right, well, I guess they'll see you in 3 years, I guess, right?
Yeah, we'll see you
Or
guys in the
technically
new
a year,
year.
but shout out to us 3 years from now.
See you in the future. So.
I'm kind of nervous.
That's okay. You don't have to be nervous. It's just us. and
Wow.
thousands of people. No, I'm kidding.
Soon.
Maybe in the future, yes. So, welcome, Danny.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm all right.
You're all right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. How are you feeling?
I'm not feeling too hot.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
gonna lie, but it's all right.
I appreciate your honesty.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, it'll be okay.
Of course. Of course. It'll always be okay. What is your second question?
Mhm.
What's most important to you right now? What's the most important thing in your
Most
life?
important to me right
And
now.
that's a heavy question, but take your time.
What's most important to me right now? I feel like I've really been focusing on being present. Like
Mhm.
it's very hard for me. I disassociate a lot.
Mhm.
So I feel like right now that's like really taking like importance in my life. Just being mindful of when I am, disassociating and like trying to catch myself in the moment
Mhm.
and be like, hey, like shift that focus outward. Like don't be so much in your head.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's important to me right now.
That is a great lesson that I'm still learning. I think we all are struggling with that,
Yes.
to be honest. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, there's I feel that heavily. I feel like New York is really good at teaching you that lesson
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Like there's
You have no
nothing like
choice.
you have to be present
have
here,
no
man.
choice.
Like you'll lose your mind if you're just all always disassociating. You're like you spend your whole
100%.
day and you're like I don't even know what I did today.
Literally, yeah.
It
And
happens.
what's the point?
And you're like
it's New
I
York.
didn't. You're like I
can
didn't do anything. Yeah,
like,
exactly.
yeah.
You can do anything, but you didn't do anything, and it's like oh my god.
Exactly.
Every day. So I feel you. Thank you for your vulnerability in that response.
Of course.
Your last question for
Okay.
today. Easy.
Easy
No need to be
peasy.
nervous. We're almost done. Who right now is your best friend?
My best friend right now, my roommate Fionella.
Yeah.
My bestie. Best friend since 10th grade.
Wow.
PR.
Shout out to Fio.
Fio, love you. Miss you so much.
That's
Don't ever
awesome.
leave me alone again.
Is she
Thank
gone?
you. Yeah, she's in PR.
No way.
Yeah, and both of my roommates are gone.
Oh my god.
So I have the apartment alone for literally like 2 months because school starts in February.
Oh my god. So they're gone until school starts?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
such
and
a
Fio
long
is actually
time.
working on a project in PR right now. She's doing a one woman like 15-minute one act.
Jeez, that's
Yeah.
nuts. Congrats
So
to
good
her.
for her.
That's
Proud
really
of you.
cool.
So,
That's
yeah.
really cool. Wow. Well, shout out to them
Yes.
and enjoy the time alone because you don't get it too often when you're here, especially with
Yes.
roommates. You don't get that time.
Yes.
You
And I
take
really
that
need
time
to
alone.
like work on being alone.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's very, very important. People take that for granted for sure.
yes, 100%.
Yeah. Sweet. Well,
We're done.
thank you so much for being here, Danny.
Yay, thank you for
Appreciate
inviting me. That's
Of
so
course.
fun.
You're part of the team, yo.
I am.
Shout out to yourself. Say hi to yourself in a year or two.
Hey, don't give up.
There you go. That's good. That was a message for you right now.
Yeah, honestly.
Thank you.
Oh, no way.
Recording?
Bra.
Oh, perfect. It says stop recording, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's what I make sure. All right, cool.
All right.
Look at you on the other side of the.
This is my audition to be the host of our second season of I Feel You.
I'm gonna lose my job.
We're doing the outro interview, your exit interview, basically, to get you off the
That's
show.
terrible. That's so bad.
Welcome,
Thank you.
Eddie Wise, Hector Sanchez Jr., the Legacy Latin
Okay.
Tiger.
Those names, don't listen to those last few names.
First and foremost,
Mhm.
how are you feeling?
How am I feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. I think the past few weeks have been a bit challenging, just trying to figure out where my place is in life. I feel pretty good about a lot of the things that I do, but yeah, like I said, it's just been a little challenging. So just, dealing with those challenges. But overall, I really can't complain. I live a beautiful life with a lot of beautiful people, and I'm very grateful to be here. So I'm feeling grateful.
How does it feel to be on the other side of the mic?
Oh, it feels weird. It's like it's cool. I like this side of the mic just as much as I like the other. So it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, yeah.
All right, you heard it, folks. I will be the new host.
She's got it. She took the job.
All right. So your first question is, can we hear the last voicemail you received?
You have my phone.
Oh, true. Sorry.
The last voicemail I received.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. Let's see.
Better
Last
not be
voicemail
bad.
received. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious. All right. Speaker.
Call back when you receive.
Hold on.
Mia Torres, if you can give me, hey, it's Mia Torres, if you can give me a call back when you receive this at 855-697-7977. I'm not sure if you received the notice that went out recently regarding your federal student loans.
Whoa.
But the relief deferment and forbearance program is actually about to expire. So I just wanted to give you a call because I don't want your pre-qualified status to change, especially the qualifications for forgiveness or possible loan discharge.
I think we get the idea.
So you're going to jail.
I didn't go to school. I went to school for like 3 semesters, and those loans are gone.
You have
It was
some
like $200.
outstanding
I
loans.
paid that when I was like 20.
Clearly not.
So they
Clearly
love to
not.
call me because I think I was enrolled in college at one point, so they kind of assumed that I would probably have some kind of student debt. So
The FBI
those
is
are
coming.
like any day you catch me. That's probably my last voicemail because I get those calls every single day.
Wow, yours is an actual person too. I
That-
just get the robot.
I was surprised by that. It usually isn't an actual person. It's usually like an actual like a robot. Maybe it's real. I don't know. Maybe they're actually trying to give people.
Yeah. Well, you
I don't
owe
know.
$200, so
Yeah, I guess so.
make your check.
Maybe I do. Maybe I still do.
Last question we have for you is, this is actually a great question for you.
Ooh.
Would you say you're successful? Why or why not?
That's like that's a portion of why. That's like a small equation as to, or
Part?
a small I guess part of the problem that's been happening past few weeks, months. It's tough. I think that I have a lot of room for growth. I think there are so many things that I don't know, so many things that I still have to figure out about myself, things that I have to build for myself that I still haven't put enough time into, like things that like I should be doing that I'm still not. And I feel like recently it's been hard to feel successful because of how much I feel like I should be doing or I need to be doing, and how much I'm missing. So that's like the biggest thing is like I want to feel very successful. You know, I want to feel like I'm doing everything that I can do. I want to feel like I'm achieving what I've set out to do at every point. And it's been a back and forth of that because I think success is a lot of things, and I think a big part of success is being surrounded by people that you love and those people loving you back. And I definitely have that. I have a roof over my head. I can eat food I can eat food every day. I can afford food. I have a beautiful family at home that still loves me and still supports me in any way that they can. I'm a talented person. I have a lot of I feel like I have a lot of power within me. So I think it's just been recently about actually using that and putting it to good use and feeling that. So it's back and forth, but at the end of the day, when I sit down and I really think about it, yes, I am successful in a lot of ways.
Good, because you are.
Thank you.
You should know that.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Great answer.
I appreciate. Thank you.
I'm happy you verbalized
Yeah.
how successful you are.
Thank you.
Because you deserve it.
Thank you. How's it feel being over there? Yeah, you did a great job
I
so far.
mean,
She took my job, guys. It's
feels
over.
a little too
Sorry,
natural.
it was nice while it lasted, but season 2, I guess you got a new host, a doctor.
Whoa.
Nah, well.
Plus, you're really cute, so we can
Oh,
get you in front of the
okay,
camera.
that's I love
Stop
you.
flirting.
All right, thank you guys.
Cut.
You gotta actually cut, baby.
Oh, oops.
That was perfect.
It's my first.
All right, welcome back. Did you enjoy the episode? I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty fun. It was so cool talking to everybody. And yeah, this is the end of season 1. I can't believe it. I really can't. Thank you guys so much for coming again, for watching. Next season 2, is going to be even better. We're making improvements all around the format, where we're posting it, how we're posting it, everything around the hosting of it. When it comes to me, I'm going to be making improvements for you guys to make it a more enjoyable experience, more consistent experience, so that you know what you're getting every single time, but also enough that you're so curious about what the next episode is going to be. We're going to introduce a lot of new elements to this podcast to make it better every single season. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing if you are a patron. And if you're not a patron, again, you got it. You got time. If you want to see this get better, if you want to see this move forward in drastic directions, which I know I can do that. I know Project Field can do that. If you want to see it move forward even quicker, just give us your support. If you're an artist out there, if you're watching this and you would love to be on the show, hit me up, message me, DM me on Instagram, anywhere you can find Eddie Wise. Just message me, and I got you. I'll figure it out. I'll see if you're a good fit for the show. We'll talk, and then we'll have you on, and it would be great. I would love to fill out my roster for the next year, you know? So please hit me up if you got any projects going on and you want to just shout yourself out, let me know. And also on the screen right now, all of our patrons. These are the people that have been supporting us for the past few months. Again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being a part of this, for being a part of this journey, for supporting us in such a fantastic way. And to the audience that's watching from home that's not subscribed yet, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting and giving us your love on this one. Season 1 is over, baby. That's it. We're on to the next one, baby. Season 2. Also, another new change, another new addition. This right here that you're seeing on the screen right now is the brand new logo for the I Feel You podcast. We're doing away with the old, bringing in the new. This is a logo made by the fabulous Christine Arquero. She created this logo recently for us. She's been on a tear when it comes to graphic design. And so I hope you love it. And this is what you're going to be seeing for the next few months, at least, for the next half a year, at least, because that's when 12 episodes, 6 months, season 2. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So exciting. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I really do appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, week, year, whatever you're going through right now. We're here for you. If you need anything, you let me know. Okay? Hit me up. I got you. We all got you. We're here to support you. I love you. And yeah, I love you. Let us know how you're feeling in the comments. Peace out, guys. Bye. Woo! Season 2. Okay, that's enough.